welcome to Creating Grim, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live real play podcast. Set in the homebrew fantasy world of Solaris, on the continent of Alteratus. At the table, we have the 3 players that are physically tonight bringing to life their characters. And to my right, we have...
I'm Katie, playing Ari Arcalis, a tiefling rogue who doesn't actually have anything witty to say today. I'm very purple.
And I'm Brian. I play Kelbrix Goldfound, a human grave cleric. And he's just really fed up of the Raven people and does not like Ari's brother.
Neither does she. Don't worry.
Jason playing Gorath Thunderfist. I also don't like her brother. I'm also very blue, and I have nothing witty to say except for that dwarf got its ass kicked.
And my name is Eric, and I will be your facilitator, your dungeon master, your maestro, if you will, for tonight's episode. So, starting off, you find yourself after the battle. You arrived at Riverine. You learned that the Call of the Raven had attacked the hamlet of Riverine. Kelbrix Ari and Gorath, along with newcomer Jaella, discovered that the Call of the Raven were drawn to an old pioneer-esque graveyard that was located behind the All-Face Temple. Jaella had stayed behind to help the sick and the wounded from the Call of the Raven attack, and our 3 adventurers made their way to the graveyard for a closer look, and boy did they get one. Upon arriving, they discovered a mausoleum, unmarked, no handle on the door for entry. Signs of attack on the door drew them to investigate the door itself, revealing a place that they could use, that's right, the tuning fork. Given to them way back in episode 6, Into the Thornwood. I looked it up. Yeah. Opening and entering the unmarked mausoleum, Ari and Gorath discovered a strange stone that was incorporated into an intricately carved mural depicting the Surge, some historical catastrophic event that happened in the land of Alteratus that we may or may not get to. Once they collect the stone, the Call of the Dwarf that once nearly decimated the party perked up Gorath's ears, and battle soon ensued. The party dealt with things fairly decently. The Redskin Tiefling made his second or third appearance, in which our friend Kelbrix still really doesn't know who the Redskin Tiefling is, or hadn't really seen him up to that point. Now I think he does. But that's where we pick up the old switcheroo that happened, to where Ari has a copy of the map and no longer has the stone in which they acquired from the intricately carved mural, as they are left wondering what to do next. So I ask you, the players, what do you do next?
Well, we need to go to town. This is not good.
Okay.
As you make mention of that, you will hear and see Jaella running as fast as she can up the pathway.
Thanks, Jael.
What's going on? She says as she comes running, approaching. Oh! She looks around. I see. Is Kelbrix, are you okay? Is what she says back there.
I'm alive.
Gorath, you look a little hurt. Can I help you? Is what she'll say.
I'll be okay. I'm not as hurt as this dwarf.
All right then. Ari, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw the commotion. There was a bunch of flashing and magical-y things that were taking place. I Came as soon as I could, is what she says.
Oh, conveniently, you were the only one that could see it. The other people in town that said that this wasn't going to be a problem couldn't see it either, huh?
They were preoccupied with trying to live. I'm sorry.
Well, you missed everything, so...
I'm here now.
Sure are.
We did kind of tell her to go and help the other citizens of the town.
Which is what I was doing, was what I was told. Obeying orders. This is what she says.
Yeah, we can't really blame her on that one.
No, you
I'm not
can't.
blaming her. I'm blaming the other people that conveniently don't see anything when Sarah did that. Never mind. Just go.
Alright. We'll head back to, I guess, the tent village that has been set up as the remnants of the
Alright.
city.
So you will make your way back as you get back into said tent village. Arden will be there like, is everything alright? Jaello took off in a frantic run heading in that direction.
Yeah, we kind of got attacked.
By whom? There was no one up there, is what he says.
Yeah, there was. The Ka of the Raven stuck around this town. And unfortunately, I think they did get, finally, what they were searching for.
Which was what? Is what he'll ask.
A stone
Yeah,
with a rune on it.
I don't quite know what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, if you... Here, quick, come this way, and he'll lead you over to this tent here, where his other aid and helpers are, and you guys will be able to get enough healing and aid from them that you guys will be... What is everybody's HP before I open my mouth?
I'm at 6.
Yeah, you'll get 20 back.
I'm at 4.
You'll get 20 back.
11.
And you'll get 20 back. That's fair.
Okay.
So they will each dispense and be able to conjure up through potions, healing spells, etc. to get you guys 20 points of healing to make you fighting fit if need be.
Oh, boy.
Indeed.
Well, this is going to be a major pain in the ass.
How so, is what I'll ask.
Well, one of the individuals, she's able to fly around.
That's what I saw, is what she says.
I have a feeling she's able to, she was very strong. I have a feeling they were able to transport very quickly from place to place.
Through magical means like teleportation or dimension doors, what Jael will say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't think Kelbrix would know really much about Dimension Door, so...
No, you would have seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it, but, like, I
Sure.
don't know if he would know that's what that spell was.
That's fair, that's fair.
I know she was able to teleport another individual into the crypt, where I was hauled up for a little bit, but what other ability she has, I do not know.
That's disconcerting, is what she says.
Yeah.
Arden, we'll go. I don't mean to interrupt, sorry. Is there anyone that needs aid up at the cemetery?
No, they're all dead.
Okay, so he will look to two of his traveling companions that came with him and kind of give them a direction to go kind of collect the bodies. And he actually will have them brought back here. Unless the party has any other... anything against that.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's what they will do. They will rush off. In that direction.
Well, we have this map again now.
Where'd you get a map from?
My brother.
Wait.
So,
It's the one that got stolen, so... Well, a copy of it.
so he gave you a map and then stole
Yeah.
the stone.
Yeah.
Oh, he performed the Yeo switcheroo, is what Arden will say. That's the oldest trick in the Roguish Handbook.
I'm gonna stab him next time.
And let's take a look at the map, if we can.
So you will have the map if you want to. It's right back over there. The one. It's in the. Yeah, it should be. Yep, you've got it. The one side is the only side that you currently have, which is the map facing. The other
Just the
side,
map facing
correct.
side?
The other side is not duplicated.
Oh boy.
Correct. And you can look and see your old man brain. Thank you, Kelbrix. You can also compare them to the symbols on the bottom of your holy symbol.
Yes.
Yep. That was like in back episode 24, 25-ish.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Let's take a look here.
Do you mind if I look as well? That's what Jael will say.
I think that would be fine.
Okay, so she will give you advantage to any type of rolls that you may be making concerning the map.
Alright, so...
This one
I don't know.
is the one that was on that stone.
I don't know if this is going to help out anything either with my Outlander
Correct.
background with the Wanderer. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You can also recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. So I guess if there's anything off with the map,
Yeah, yes.
I can...
Yeah, and if you want to do an investigation,
So, yeah, is mine investigation? Taking a look at the map or perception?
you can do a perception.
Okay.
And then you can have advantage because she's kind of pointing out and helping, like leaning over your shoulder, kind of looking with you.
So, perception will be a 26, or 23. 17 plus 6.
So you're looking in, and as you study the map, it looks like a pretty close carbon copy of the map. It's basically like parchment and ink. There's no color to it, no watercolor or stains like that one, the real physical map is.
Okay.
But it's down to a T. The symbols are pretty much spot on from what you can remember, and you're recalling pretty good.
So,
But if you pass it to Gorath, he'll take a look at it.
All right.
And what did you get, Gorath?
I got an
You
8.
can't look at the back. Don't cheat.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I got an 8.
You do have the feature. The 8 is fairly solid. You're not going to be like, you wouldn't bet the farm on it essentially, but you're pretty sure this looks like the map that you kind of half-ass looked at way back when you were in Albus's house.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. Oh, it looks like a map. Same map.
That's the same thing.
Yep.
okay.
Would it?
But it doesn't smell like shrimp juice.
No. It's aired out a little bit.
It's
If I were to look at it, since I had tried to copy it before.
You can try if you'd like to.
Okay.
Yours would be a perception as well.
Make sure it's not modified.
Yeah, or if he added anything.
Yep.
16.
Yeah,
That's
with
it.
Kelbrix in his previous number kind of pointing some things out, it lowers your difficulty a little bit. 16, yeah, you're pretty sure this is a carbon copy map. I mean, sizing might be off by a hair, but it's pretty close to what you had. So now you have a physical front-facing piece of the map.
Well, we're in the... Yep, down at the southwest area. I have a feeling the other 3 are also some sort of tomb or crypt of an individual. This is...
Think we'll be going upriver first?
I think so.
Well, looks like we're catching the ferry.
I think that'll be our next step, yeah.
Which, if you actually look across the way in this village, you might be able to zoom out on the map there. There's actually a couple long wooden bridges that crosses the Little Cuillin River. that leads across the way. On the far side, actually beyond the point of the map, there is still some boats and ferries that are intact that can transport you.
Okay.
Either up or down the river, your option if you wish to take that route. You can also travel by horse. Don't forget, you can take a land trip if you wish. The river will be the fastest way to get there that you guys have, means-wise.
Alright. And it's what? Like midday?
Currently it's midday, yes.
So, most likely, my guess would be they're on their way there now.
Mm-hmm.
They're hurt. We're very hurt.
Not quite so hurt.
I will be useless if we get into another fight.
Okay.
The only thing
Have you expended all your abilities to cast magic, is what I'll ask?
all except for one. I kept that as a last ditch in case one of us went down.
I'm perfectly healthy, is what she's.
No, she's still hurt unless
Thanks,
she
child.
healed herself up from when Ari and her got into a fight.
No, she drank a potion and
Oh,
sat
okay.
there. So
Healed
she's
herself
good.
up.
She's good.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely child.
Mhm.
Super cool. I know.
Yeah. Oh god.
So we crash here for the night and catch a ferry in the morning, or what's the plan? She's looking to try to figure out what you guys are doing.
That might be the best option.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we may be playing catch up.
Unfortunately. The other thing is, will the boats be faster than us on horseback?
Yes, it'll be about a day faster. I'll give you that. You can ask around here if you're gathering your information around these parts. You're gonna find out that from here to, I believe it's Silt Town, which is the next stop, it is going to be about 2.5 days travel upriver. Horseback's about 3.5, 4 days. Then that's if you just get to ride straight through, unimpeded by attacks or altercations, etc., etc. And there is a chance of attacks on the river, but they are vastly less
We could
than over land.
see if we could leave now. Rest overnight on the boat.
We could. Question is, are we able to take the horses with us?
Why don't you guys go arrange ferry? I'll arrange for some place for us to stay. There's some tents available here, or perhaps I can scout us a place if you guys wish to have your own campsite, or maybe I can talk to Arden. I mean, we're not on best of terms because of our differences in beliefs on how cleric-y things should be done, but I can at least attempt that, is what she says.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might make sense, as Ari suggested, to start making our way there now if a ferry is available to take us.
Okay.
We can rest on the ferry ride and hopefully not run into any issues. It'll give us a little bit of a lead.
Would you like me to come with, or would you like me to stay here? What would you like me to do?
Yeah, if you want to come with us,
Sure.
that's fine. And yeah, we'll head off to try and inquire about a ferry.
Okay, so you guys will take the trip heading north, crossing over one of the wooden bridges to the north over the river. When you get to the other side, you can see this section over here is untouched, as if the Call of the Raven had no desire or no means to go over this way, so everything over here is in pretty good shape. The buildings that you can currently see, this is a lumber yard that supplies lumber and houses and does woodworking and produces, wood or lumber. And then these are huts of just locals. The opposite side, obviously, is kind of where the actual main Cuillin River is. And that is where you'll find a couple, fisherman houses, if you will. And there's a couple docks that are built into the river and a couple nice size... they look like sailboats, essentially. They're built more for the river as opposed to, ocean travel. You could probably use them for ocean travel or seafaring ships. These are a little bit more compact, a little built more for like river travel. There will be a gentleman who sees that you're kind of looking onward at the few establishments or fishing houses that are there. And he has very kind of like sea foamy blue or green skin. And he has long kind of flowing locks that are blue. And he has uniquely shaped kind of ears. And he kind of waves and flags at you, and he starts kind of approaching you. Jaella will be very close, probably within, like, I guess you would say, engagement distance with you, Kelbrix, so she kind of sticks close to you. And what will the rest of you be doing as this is taking place?
Probably just looking around.
Well, I'll be definitely probably in the front on this one. And
Okay.
hello.
Oh, hello. It looks as if you're maybe contemplating taking a trip upriver or downriver. I have a ship that's available for coin, is what I'll say. Unless you're not willing to take a ferry or a boat, then my apologies. Maybe I can direct you on what it is you're looking for.
No, we're going up.
Yeah, a boat would be nice.
He points down to a specific, like I said, like a cottage or a fishing home, if you will. And you will see a decent-sized vessel with the sails that are all, up at this point. There's 3 or 4 people moving about on the ship. I'd like everybody to make a perception check, if you will, at this point.
$13 for me.
That's pretty good.
7.
I'm
Okay.
not 25.
Okay, so Kelbrix and Ari, and let me make one for Jago, because I want to see. Okay, Jaella is about like Gorath. They're both kind of not paying
Goes
the...
one way, it goes the other way.
Right. So, Kelbrix and Ari, you will see that there is a unique-looking species, long kind of seafoamy green hair, similar but not exactly similar to the person that just approached you. They look a little bit more like, I'll tell you what, go ahead and give me a history check, or a nature check, my apologies. Make a nature check.
Decent.
15.
15.
Okay, so both of you guys will take a moment to lock in. First of all, the man that approached you is a water genasi. The person that you see on the boat down the way, who seems to be kind of directing the others on board, is a Triton. And the others that he's kind of talking to, and not only that, let me back up there. It's a female Triton, and she is actually kind of directing the traffic of the others on board, which you can see there's 3 other humans. There is a human female and 2 human males that are wearing sea-appropriate clothing, tending to, the ropes or the sails, nets, or whatever it is that they need to work and tend to the ship. And that's when the water genasi who approached and kind of began the conversation says, my name is Captain Coburn Fathomwalker, and that's right, that's my ship down there, the Wake Weaver. And it's the fastest thing you'll find here, as he looks around and kind of directs your attention to the other ships that are a little smaller, a little bit more homely looking or self-built, if you will. His seems to be on ship shape. Let's not lie. If it's just the few of you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you that are traveling, it's 5 copper pieces per day, depending on where you're going. Do you have any cargo or things that need to be shipped with you?
We have 4 horses as well.
It might be a tight ride, but it's a silver piece if you wish to take the horses. I have the ability to do so, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So silver per day for the horses and 5 copper for each passenger per day.
Okay. We're going to Silttown.
Oh, it's 2.5 days trip. I've traveled up and down there ferrying people and supplies. I know the route well, is what I'll say.
Good. So that's what's essentially 6 silver per day. 2.5 days. Here's 3 gold.
Okay, we'll take that, that's what I'll say.
And when are you ready to leave?
Oh, I can leave within the hour, if that's okay. Got a few things to tidy up too, and we'll be ready to ship out if you're ready. As he takes the 3 gold.
You need to get our horses.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay, meet you here within an hour's turn of the glass, is what I'll say.
Sounds good.
Excellent. He will make his way, jovial, back to the ship as he begins to say, "We've got one! We've got something to do. Let's hurry up with our maintenance."
Oh boy, maintenance. Love it.
It's preventive maintenance.
I doubt it. No one does that.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, head back, grab the horses.
Should we talk to the governess lady?
Probably.
Tell her what happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're taking the dwarf with us.
Oh, okay.
The dwarf is what Jayla will say, confused.
Yeah, the dead corpse of the dwarf. We're taking him with us.
Are we gonna speak with dead, is what she says? That's right, I said it. You're out there watching. I know it.
Do you have to speak with them?
No, not currently. That's why we're taking him with us.
Ah! I like it.
Because it's not something. It's not something that we normally do.
He could prepare it, though. That's what Jayla will say.
Correct. Normally, it's best to let the dead rest. But in this case...
Fuck that dwarf.
Fuck that dwarf.
And we need answers.
I can go get the horses if you guys have things you need to do. I mean, I just want to be helpful, is what she says.
So apparently we need to procure a body, so...
Well, that's over by the horses.
Yes, because Arden sent his little minions to go collect the bodies, so they should be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
We want to go talk with the governor?
Yeah. Probably should.
Okay. I forgot to ask, did you search all of the bodies?
Yes. Pretty sure. I'm sure I did.
Kind of.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Let's see. I searched one dude and just got a coin purse.
Okay.
I got an axe.
Yes. Quite
He
a nice.
searched the drawer, stolen his axe.
Did I really search him, or did I
You just picked up the axe.
You took the axe, yeah. Oh, look.
I did investigate the door. So I got
Uh-huh.
healing, 2 potions of healing, which I used, a map scroll case, which was empty, and a coin pouch.
Okay. That works.
And I think the other ones, those are only 2 dead, right?
There was quite a
Or was
few
there-
of the feathers.
No,
That
I
would be
didn't search
correct.
the other ones.
There was
so.
2 of them. My death map on my other page shows 1 dead dwarf, 2
Oh, we did
feathers that
search
died.
another person.
Alright.
Which had just another ring, arrows and a longbow, mask, cloak, small pouch.
You got rings for every finger at this point.
I didn't take the ring.
Oh.
Ari and the 10 rings.
Yeah. Right?
I've only got 3 of them.
Okay. That's not terrible.
And only 2 of them are attuned.
Okay, so I'm going to say that this tent here is going to be where the bodies have been placed. And they have returned since you guys have made your trip to gather your ferry from Captain Fathomwalker. Jayla will be over here with you guys. And Arden will be there. Okay, I've got tokens rearranged so people can see it. So, next step is...
We want to go and talk to the current acting governor.
which was?
Gale. I just looked at it like 2 seconds ago.
I'm only asking because I don't remember.
Gale Slateful.
There it
Slatefall.
is.
Yeah.
Slatefall.
Former sheriff.
Yes.
Former
Mayor.
sheriff promoted to mayor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I have it in my notes. I just don't have my notes out for that episode. Okay, so you will make your way over to the building in which you believe that she would be at, or Arden can direct you. Simple enough. He could say she pretty much has set up shop over at this purple building over here. I will ping it again for you viewers out there. Thank you for watching. That's the one. That one, correct.
Yep.
Alright. So, you guys are going to make your way over?
Yep. We'll make our way over.
By all means, let me get a token. I thought I had one, but apparently I do not. Shame on your DM.
Good job.
I know. Epic fail. We'll use our generic logo token. There you go. And that will be Gale.
Alright.
She will be out speaking with a random townfolk person who has head kind of bandaged up from some sort of trauma to the head, maybe a bandage on their arm and a sling. As she sees you approaching, the townfolk individuals start kind of making their way down in this direction. She looks and she says, I'm pretty sure I had a southern accent on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy y'all, anything I can do for you? That's what she says.
Yes, apologies for interrupting. But,
Oh, don't. No apologies needed.
I am quite curious. The mausoleum in the middle
Yes.
of the graveyard.
Yes, the unmarked one.
Yeah. What information do you know about that?
It's been here ever since I've been here, and I've only been here for, I don't know, several seasons or so.
Okay.
Not too many folk know that anything about it. It's just kind of been, is what she says.
Is there anyone around that would know?
Not that survived the attack, no. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, they're the ones that unfortunately lost their lives, so no need for you to be sorry about that.
Is something happened, is what she says.
Well, we did enter the crypt.
She looks shocked.
Yes, we discovered a way in, and well, it seems that the Call of the Raven was searching for a way to get in. I believe they were searching through the town to find a means into there.
And that's why they caused this, is what she says.
Correct.
Her demeanor is slightly agitated at that news.
So, we were hoping if we might be able to find a little information out about the crypt itself.
I mean, you're more than welcome to look through the records. The town's records is just inside, and she points to the building where she was. Those were undisturbed. You're free to look through them if you like, but I don't really know too much about them. I kind of got this position, as I've said before, by default.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Perhaps there's something in there that can help you, is what she says.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be quite helpful. We could
By all
take a look
means.
through some of that.
She'll lead you into the building and kind of show you where their, I guess, their vault of town history or their records and logs are. It's literally like one 10-foot wall bookcase, almost floor to ceiling, that just has books and tomes in it, and journals.
Okay.
And she leads you to it. And if there's something you need, you know, she'll be around. You're more than welcome to try to find and ask.
Figure start with the oldest.
Yeah? I guess.
Take a look, see if we can find the oldest of those books. And
Okay, go throw me a perception check, and whoever wants the help of Jaela, she will help you. If not, she'll fault to Kelbrix.
take that help.
16.
That's good.
At 12.
13.
So 13, you start looking in a random section. You believe you find a book that looks like it could have the information. When Ari finds one and Lily goes, when the dust flies off, she's like, let's try this one first.
What about the one that I had?
It's literally a book of festivals.
That's very important. I'm going to look at this.
Have fun with that.
All right. You take a look at this book. It is a account or record from the town's beginning. And go ahead and give me an investigation check. The two of you can work together if you'd like. You can have advantage, or if one of you can add the...
I'll aid you.
Okay.
Do you want to give the... you give advantage?
Yeah, I'll give advantage.
Okay.
You can read. You can read.
She grew up feral. Like I said, she grew up feral. 8 and 4 for 12.
8 and 4 for 12. Okay. Yeah, you flip through this book, and about a fourth of the way through, like you're just kind of combing through stuff. It is like boring. Like you're like, yeah, I don't even want to read anymore. It's old. I'd say with the 12 that you have, you would find out one thing, that the town was founded by a human male by the name of Fabian, and that's all it's noted as. And you will discover that he is or was an arcanist. That much the 12 will get you. There's a lot more information in this book. And I'll say that time burns up about 30 minutes of your hour's time searching, reading, flipping through, and that's what you got so far.
I think it might be worthwhile taking that, if they'll allow us.
Sure.
We'll inquire and see if we'd be able to take this.
Okay.
Just hide it.
Gorath, do you want to try to take your book? Are you smuggling
I
it?
would take a book of festivals with me.
Are you gonna like put it underneath?
Does it have pictures?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're definitely.
Okay. So Gorath like takes it and like puts it under his shirt, like, hey, you won't miss this book. Yeah, you will find Gale easy enough. Any luck is what she says.
We found one book that may have some information in it.
Really?
Would it be alright if we took it with us?
Borrowed it.
I mean, it is the town's history.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Probably.
Will you now, is what you say. What guarantees do you have that you'll bring it back? Perhaps a trade, something you'll come back for? Maybe that nice shiny thing hanging around your neck is what she says.
Unfortunately, I can't trade that.
Is there something else we can exchange so I have some sort of guarantee? A collateral? Yes, that's the word I think I'm looking for. A collateral, or a down payment, if you will.
I will take off my ring of the feather.
Okay.
And hand it over and say, this ring has come in handy for me, and I would I would greatly miss it if we didn't get it back.
Alright, give me a persuasion on this one.
It has come in handy.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Persuasion! It's 13 plus 0.
That's pretty good. Well, I think that's quite fair, is what she'll say. She takes the ring and allows you to take the book, and she puts the ring on herself and holds on to it and says, you can have this back once the book is returned.
Thank you. And be careful with the ring. It does have some unique properties.
Oh, she winks. I got you. I'll be careful. Good luck to you all.
And to you.
And she will kind of go her way. You guys will have your destination that you're planning on trying to get to, I assume.
Do you want to do one quick run through the crypt again?
We got time to kill.
You have about 25 minutes or so, yeah.
And then we gotta go get the body. And the horses.
Yeah.
Oh, the horses are getting got.
Well,
Yeah.
Jael is getting the horses, but we'll need to collect the body.
Jael is standing there with you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I can get the horses
Her
if you
plan
like.
was to get
It's on the way.
horses.
And
Yeah.
the bodies are at the campsite. If you want, I can load the body of the dwarf up on the horses and start heading that way. Save some time if you like. That's what she says.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
I mean, we can pick up our horses and just ride them the 2 minutes to the grave.
Okay. Well, I'll take Albion and load the dwarf up and head that way.
Perfect.
All right. So she will do that. So that's what she'll be doing while you guys go to investigate said crypt.
Make sure we didn't miss anything.
That's fair enough.
Hey, you want another ring?
I've got like all of them.
I was waiting for that one.
I've got like 3 of them. You want one?
Sure.
Alright.
Comes in handy.
I'll give you this one that I haven't attuned to.
Perfect. See, it all worked out in the end. We'll still bring the book back, though.
Like, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, these are the previous tokens. I will put them down here. You can bump them up health-wise if you really want to. Jael is no longer there, so we'll clear her off, and that is how you roll 20.
Yeah. I think we'll just go straight into crypts.
Yep. As described before, the tomb, or the grave, or the casket, it's not the casket, what's it called? The vault, thank you, of the unknown Arcanist is in the center. The intricate carving is in the back. It is dark in there because I'm pretty sure, and I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the oil burned out on the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are free to do whatever it is you'd like to do.
There's a casket in it, right?
You would assume. There's no way to open it that you saw. You didn't mess around with it. So this is essentially, I'm pretty sure they're called vaults. I'm not the smartest dude, but it's basically a stone sarcophagus is what I was looking for. A stone sarcophagus. So it's basically, yeah.
Sepulcher.
There you go. See? That's why we have a cleric here. People. He knows all things.
I want to look and see if I can see a way to open it.
Alright, you can go ahead and give me a perception check. Gorath, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna stay outside. I'm gonna just hold watch.
Kelbrix?
I'll help Ari out.
Nat 26.
Well, alright then.
Not necessarily.
Don't need to.
So you really take the time, you kind of squat down, kind of crawling around the sides, feeling kind of the intricate carvings, kind of looking for any little tiny thing. And your brain strikes, lightning strikes your brain essentially, and you take the tuning fork, and you hit the tuning fork, and you will see a tiny little kind of glowing trail that leads you to an intricately carved. It almost looks as if it's like not like a demon's face, but like kind of a horned creature's face, if you will. And the eye sockets are hollow, worked within the carving.
So, similar to this?
I mean, maybe. Yes, it is very similar to that.
Ari's
yes.
gonna look at it and then just
But it
stare
has
at
flesh
Kelbrix.
on it. It's not a skull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Interesting.
You said the eye sockets are hollow?
They are hollow, and they look to be about the right diameter
From
for
the
the tuning
tuning fork?
fork, spacing and all, just like the door.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stab the tuning fork in there.
All right, so you insert the tuning fork, and when you do, there is this, and there's a little bit of dust that just kind of shoots out from what would be the lid, the seam of the lid. You guys cough a little bit, but now you can see that there has been whatever was sealed has now been broken.
I don't like this. But
So I can move the lid now?
If you'd like to try, it's very heavy.
Gorath, I need your strength.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna shove this lid off.
we're opening the sarcophagus.
Wait, what?
You found his fear, Achilles' heel.
What are we doing? Oh, we're doing what?
We're...
Opening the box
Yes.
Why are we opening the box?
to see if there's anything in it.
That would be something you would do.
And I've already unlocked it,
Is
so...
this a good idea?
Shove, please.
So Ari starts to shove, but he really doesn't move.
Probably not, but...
I just want to see if
You
it's
deal with dead things. If you tell me it's okay, I'll do it.
Fabian or whatever his face is.
But I'm not going to do it just so she steals some
I'm not gonna
coins.
steal the man's coins.
Yeah.
Probably.
He doesn't need them anyway.
Well,
Doesn't
even
need
to
him
the house.
anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice. Do it. Do it.
All right, and I will go in and move the lid.
Let's go.
Give me a strength check, just good old-fashioned strength attack.
Number up.
Yep.
Strength check or save?
A strength check. Yes. I feel like Ari's literally there with a finger on the lid and just like pushing as he does all the work.
Oh.
If he wants help, I'll help. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to help, though.
19, 15, and 4.
Yeah, he will remove it. Not only will he slide it, he will take the time to grab it, pick it up, lean it against the wall properly so it doesn't break or anything. There is a skeleton in there. It is dressed in very fine clothes that they're preserved. When the air begins to hit, things begin to kind of decay at a rapid rate.
Gross.
He looks as if he could be an Arcanist, as a matter of fact, when you take a look, especially through dark vision, as they're struggling to get light because there's no light in there. He's got a few symbols woven into his kind of robe. He looks as if he could have been a sorcerer, a wizard, or a magic wielder of some sort. He has a couple beautiful looking rings on his skeletal fingers. He is wearing a band, a golden band, on his skeletal head.
His skull?
I prefer skeletal head. That's why. But yes, his skull. And you will see that there is a satchel at the bottom where his feet are, kind of tucked off to the left side. The satchel looks fragile, but intact. It looks like it's was once an extremely intricately woven and crafted leather satchel, but time and age and all that is kind of... And it got extremely silent. So, now what?
Open the satchel.
Okay, so you go to open the satchel.
Now we are officially grave robbers.
Very...
I haven't stolen anything yet.
It is very, very fragile, but there are 2 tomes in it that are in pretty good condition.
I will pull them out so I can see what they are.
Perfect. Taking a look at them on the outside, they look to be journals, and they have locks in them. They're probably, one of them's probably about 1.25 inches thick, and the other one's probably about 1/2 inch thick.
Can I try and see if there is any type of trap on this lock?
You're more than welcome to do so with a perception check. I'm pretty sure.
9.
The lock looks fairly basic. You're fairly certain that there's no trap.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Which one? The thinner one or the thicker one?
The thicker one.
Okay. Go ahead and do your thing, Rogue. While she is doing her thing and breaking her promise how she wasn't going to steal anything.
I haven't stolen it.
Okay. What are the 2 of you doing?
Sleight of hand?
Yes.
I'm just praying that this isn't a completely
Why?
terrible, horrible idea, and that's it.
Doing what Gorath usually does in these situations with Ari, just sitting with my back to the wall with my arms crossed, staring judgingly.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, lock will spring open. Easy enough.
And What is the journal about?
There's a lot of writings in it. It's filled back to front, and it's cover to cover. You get a gist by flipping through the first couple pages that this is a journal or a record of the Surge. His account and his accord of the Surge, which is a historical event that took place in Alteratus' history. But further investigation or reading would uncover anything else inside there. That's just what you got with kind of glancing through it.
Do you want a record of the Surge?
Yes, might as well. It could come in handy. We don't know what...
Now, just to remind you, the intricate carving on the back of the wall was a carving, a mural of the Surge.
Yes.
Or a depiction of something that happened during the Surge.
So, this... I think these stones and this ritual that Call the Raven is looking to do has something to do with the Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the last time this ritual was done, it caused the Surge. Who knows? This could be This could be very, very bad.
Yeah.
So the more information we can find out, probably the best.
I'm going to try and unlock the other one now.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Jesus.
17.
Easy enough. This one, it opens up. This is more of an intimate journal, a personal journal. As a matter of fact, this is a wizard's spellbook, or his spellbook.
You want a spellbook?
I don't really... I can't use it, but... We're already taking and dropping from the bag, so...
I'll keep this one.
We might as well.
So there is value in a wizard's spellbook, I'll give you that much. And for the viewers out there watching us on Twitch, thank you. D&D has wizards, and they carry spellbooks. This is where they keep track of all their spells and then learn. They could be translated into other people's spellbooks. They can be sold to other magic users. I mean, there's value in it for sure. And I would say you dabbling in a little bit of magic, maybe being around magic users or other arcanists because you're from Landgate, it's a pretty high-powered spell book. Like, you see some spells that are like, okay, these are up there. Like, this guy knew his stuff. And the cool part about this is it if you really break it down, it shows the formulas in which he used to try to get and attain these spells or things like that. So he puts personal notations, how he learned them. You know, it's a pretty cool book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, highly illegal for us to have.
It probably is very illegal for you to have.
You know,
We're already wanted. It's fine.
that's
Just
true.
add it to the list of crimes, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the satchel besides the books?
There is an ink well and a couple. There's a small little wooden box that if you open up, like just kind of pop the lid open, several fancy quills. That's about it.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's...
Can I tell if the rings look magical?
They look exquisite. You're
Exquisite.
pretty sure that they are more than just your average gold, platinum, or silver rings. There's two of them. One of them is just a singular gold band. The other one is a wide band where two fingers would slide into. I don't know the technical term for it, but it's basically like it would encompass two fingers.
Dual finger ring.
Correct.
I will also take those.
I'm sure you will. Are you doing it sleight of handily? Or are you doing it like I'm looking Gorath in the eyes like I'm taking these?
I know she's going to take them. So
I will look Gorath in the eyes and just kind of...
So you would gently remove them. There's a slight cracking as one of the joints kind of unhinges a little bit. It's still
Whoops.
connected. But yeah.
Okay, let's close this sarcophagus and see if we can lock it again.
Okay.
And Gorath, it's easy enough. You can put the lid right back on. You lifted it.
Sorry.
So sorry, sir. Thank you for your contributions.
And you go over and maneuver or finagle with the tuning fork again, and you actually will hear a mechanism kind of retract or repressurize or lock the lid back down, essentially, once you kind of jiggle the tuning fork and then slide it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
This good old tuning fork's coming in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more useful than we initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was useless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you and probably
Everybody.
50 other you listeners out there.
Yeah.
All of our listeners.
This is so stupid. What are they tuning fork for?
Yeah.
We
Anyway.
ready to head to the boat now?
It's about that time.
Yeah. I think we've done enough terrible deeds for the day.
Damn it.
Okay.
So, you will make your way to the boat.
With our horses.
We got collected. The body is collected.
Jayla took the body.
Jayla took the
She
body.
did get it for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys collect Buttercup, Dwarven Horse, and Sam and ride them up. You will see Jayla standing near the boat in which you have paid for passage on to travel.
Alright.
And the captain will be out there to greet you, and he says, strange cargo, a dead dwarf, and the horses, and yeah. Okay.
Here's another gold piece. Sorry for the added.
Yeah, I'll take that as he kind of reaches in and just, yeah, that's much appreciated, sir.
Yes. Apologies. He won't be with us the entire trip.
Oh, that's
Are we
great.
gonna dump him overboard?
I'm
Most
goodbye, and he goes to the boat. I don't want to know anymore. Just walks away.
Okay.
Give him a proper burial at sea.
You deserve a proper burial.
The female Triton approaches as she says, your horses, as she reaches for the reins.
Yeah.
And then she will take them and load them. There's load them onto and get them down into the deck of the ship. There'll kind of be a hoist that they'll be able to kind of hoist them down in or lower them into the center of the ship.
Okay. That works.
Jayla will approach. Did you guys find anything? You've been gone for quite some time. I didn't think you'd be gone the whole 25 minutes or so.
Sorry.
No,
some
apologies.
things.
Just curious to know if you found anything.
Well, we believe that the individual in that crypt was in fact Fabian, the Arcanist.
The one in the book you acquired or traded for.
Correct.
Oh, that's good.
So, hopefully we'll be able to gather some information. We did find a book. So.
Great, another book is what she says.
Yeah,
Another book.
that's about it, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yay.
all right. Okay. Yay.
Yay!
Now, for our journey of 2.5 days upriver.
We better get on the boat.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys will gather whatever belongings you got, make your way up on the boat. They will show you to your accommodations below deck. They are simple but modest quarters, enough for essentially like a bunk, if you will. There's a lantern that's hanging from the ceiling to provide some light, and that's about it.
Okay.
They will show you there. They will tell you that the cook will prepare a meal for you late in the evening. They have meal and festivities, drinking essentially, and kind of time to relax. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. So you'll settle in, and probably within 15-20 minutes of you guys settling in and kind of getting comfortable, that's when you'll feel the anchor being pulled, the ship kind of pulling away from dock. You'll hear, all hands on deck, captain going through the routine, and you will feel the boat beginning to move against the current, which is an interesting feeling. As you guys will be heading upriver towards the village of Silttown. And Anything you guys like to do?
Just read the book and rest. That's about it for me.
All right, so which book are you going to take a look at? Are you looking at the history of the Surge, or are you looking at the history of the town, or the spell book, or the book of the dwarf that you still have too? Let's not forget that one.
Yeah, the book of the dwarf definitely does not take precedence right now. I think either the book of the Surge or the book of the town.
All right.
Whichever one. I don't know if you're planning on reading any of the book.
Probably not.
Okay, cool. Yay. So I'll start with the book of the Surge.
Okay. What I'll have you do is give me an investigation check to kind
Unless you want me to.
see how much you can get until it's dinner time, essentially. As Kelbrix is fast reading the book in his bunk. What are you two doing?
Oh, I am resting and reading the Book of Festivals.
Oh, give me an investigation then, good sir.
What's the next festival coming up next year? It's a 15.
Okay, that's solid. So what do you have, Kelbrix?
17 for me.
Okay. 17 reveals. You begin to dive in a little bit longer. You kind of find out essentially you don't really want to take the time to read the entire thing page for page. You hit the high points. And basically what you're going to learn is that the Surge was a group of people that wanted to take control of magical items, etc., magical means. And another group of people that did not want them to do that. There was essentially a war to try to, I don't want to say, to try to determine the winner of who's going to have what way. You find out that Cuillin, the god of war, was very influential on the side, trying to fight for the magical means and items, etc. And then the other side that were trying to deter that, there was the god of light and sun, and that would be Bashir. So there was a war between that would be uncle and nephew. And pretty much what happened is they met in the city of Alexandra, which is literally located where the Cuillin Swamp is. The warring sides began to use magical items, magical spells, along with physical attacks. It was way too much for the wells of magic or the founts of magic, that the ley lines of magic that were under the continent to kind of handle all at once. And it literally created a volcanic eruption of magic, which obliterated the city of Alexandra, and created the Cuillin Swamp and gave you the sweeping grass. That's all magical, it's all frozen kind of magically. This will tie into what you might know or have learned in your lifespan, essentially, is that place, the Cuillin Swamp, is loaded with corpses, magical items, all kinds of mysteries, which is why a lot of people basically go in to try to fortune hunt that, and a lot of them never return. But that's about as much as you can get before it's dinner time.
Okay.
And the two of you had a 15 for the book of
Oh yes, the Book of Festivals.
Yeah, so you're reading currently that there is a festival called Festivus.
Yes.
Which is coming close and drawing near. You also learned that the festival of the flower has just, or the bloom as it's been referred to, has just passed, or you're within that time frame. And then you learn of a festival of the Grains. Festival of the Grains, which takes place around mid-October, November-ish, in our calendar year, and it is the celebration of wheat and hops and barley and grains. And people celebrate by brewing these special brews and flavors and foods and fun and games.
I'm going to be continue reading, trying to find out any festival involving red meat.
Oh, all right.
When I can find my red meat.
All right. And while the bookworms are reading, Ari, is there anything you want to do?
Kelbrix, did you want me to look at that other book?
It's up to you. If you're interested, if you want to walk around the ship, you do what you want.
I guess I'll take another look at the town history book.
Okay.
You do you.
All right. So you can go ahead and give me an investigation on that. See how much you pick up from reading that.
18.
You begrudgingly sit in your bunk, cross-legged, put this book on your lap, and kind of open it up like, okay, and begin to flip through and find out, yes, this town was founded by Fabian, who was an arcanist. You also will discover that Fabian had a crypt constructed to protect secrets. Is all it's going to say.
Okay.
You will learn that Fabian came to this spot on the river to get away from the busy life, if you will, the chaotic life, and he kind of helped several people kind of come with him that may have been survivors of the surge.
Mm.
And that's about as much as you kind of delve into. It gets into the nuances, and there's some, statistics, if you want to, like how many people were there this year, and the growth of the town and things, and plans of building. And you also will discover that Fabian is kind of the founder of kind of adapting the seafaring vessels with the ability to travel up and down river. So he kind of created it's a spell that he kind of crafted into like magical ruins or ways or things that can be incorporated into the ship, either built into the ship, that give it the ability to travel up and down river or waterways. And I think we're going to take about a 10-minute break so we can get something to drink and use the restrooms and stuff, and then we will come back with the second half of our show.
Thank you for listening to Creating Grin. Follow us on your favorite podcast format every Friday as we see what happens in the next chapter in our adventurer's tale. Watch us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment. Help us grow. Let us know how we can improve. You can find all things Creating Grin on most platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as check us out at our website at creatinggrin.com. where you can find links along with pictures, player and character descriptions, as well as campaign setting info.